Hello, it's Rachel here again today. Hope you all had a lovely Easter. Today I just wanted to share with you the journal I'm working on. I'm a little bit late. This was from Christmas. I went to Florence with my brother and his wife and kids who were visiting us for Christmas. And I still haven't finished my journal. I'm hopeless, but I'm nearly there. So this is the journal I specially created. I did a course with Dispatch from LA with Marianne Moss, and I think it was called Ticket to Venice. So I based my journal on that sort of style, and I had found this antique book cover. It's a beautiful old French book, and so I decided to use that for this project. So I'll just quickly show you what I did. This is the front cover with an old postcard image of Florence, and then I actually printed on a paper bag sort of envelopey thing. This is Florentine paper and an old Italian magazine page from the 1900s, and I just quickly wrote. I'm not a very good writer, so I only wrote a few things about our trip and just collaged madly about the interesting things that we did. So it was a lot of fun to do. This here is a beautiful antique letter that I have that I scanned and then put it in as a page, and I love it because the paper was beautiful, and also you can write in between the old calligraphy. This is a postcard that I bought in Florence, and it was really fun just sticking in cards and doing very random things. So some great photographs. I printed all of my photographs just on high quality copy paper, not photograph paper, because I didn't want it to be shiny. I wanted it to be matte. And I really enjoyed adding in extra bits and pieces. These were from Heidi Swap, but I never knew what to do with them, and I'm really excited with what I decided to do here for this journal. And some photographs I printed extra big. On my husband's an architect, so I asked him to do a drawing of Palazzo Vecchio for me, and I really enjoyed just doing add-ins. This is a very famous Florentine paper company, and I bought some of their papers. This is one of their hand marbled sort of papers, and then I added in extra bits and pieces here and there where I could add on extra photographs, because I found that I had a lot of photographs. So I'll just go through quickly. But I absolutely love it, and I can't stop looking at. Another thing I decided to do was, as I went through, we were there for 5 days, was to write the history of each thing that we visited. So then I made little taggy sort of cards where I put a little postcard and then a photograph on the back, and I can just slip that in there. Here's another add-in, and then some more. So you can just see here, and if I couldn't fit anything in the right space, I just did a tip in just like that, so I could add all my pictures. I used to be a tour guide in Florence, and I've forgotten a lot of what I used to talk about, so I thought it was a good exercise for me to write about everything, not just, oh, we went and visited this, but also a little bit of what I could remember and the history. So this is what I've done so far. You can see here. It's been so much. This is like a picture that goes right across the page. I thought that was really cool to print some of my favorite photographs bigger, so they could go across 2 pages. But it was seriously fun to do, and you really need to finish it. Some of my favorite frescoes. And I put remember there. They're from Marianne Moss, from when I did her course. She gave me some printouts. Again, another one printed right across. And in Florence now there are all these funny signs everywhere, because that was where I met my husband. Here we went out to this restaurant. It's not really the menu, but I thought it was a good way to put in some photographs that I didn't have any space for, and then just another taggy one that you can pull out. I met my husband, as I mentioned before, in Florence, and I lived there for 6 years. So it was great to visit it with my older brother, who never got to visit us when we lived there. Oh, and here I also stitched in some plastic pockets to hold in the cards as well. And I loved mixing all these very ornate sort of papers as well. I think it looks really great. Well, these are some beautiful little watercolors that I bought from Yunko Mukai, a Japanese lady that had a little shop just below Piazza Michelangelo, and she was selling her watercolors. And I think I'm up to the Uffizi. I just have to finish the Uffizi and then it'll be finished. But I wanted to write a little bit about the artist, so then I got busy and I haven't gone on with it. So I'll have to... Oh, my daughter did a drawing there. And so I haven't gone... That's a pocket. An old envelope. So this is... I've got to finish this. There's still quite a lot to write in there. Some of my old... these are some of my old letters that I have from 1848, 1867, and some old postcards as well that I really like. I buy them if I like the front, and then I also like the calligraphy on the back. So just to give you an idea of what it kind of looks like when it's not embellished. This is beautiful old French music paper that I bought in Nantes. When I went there last April, we went to actually a sewing creative fair organised by Quilt Mania. It's very famous, and on our last day we had to get to the airport by 9 a.m, but we knew there was a brocante and we were desperate to go, so we got up at 7 and were hoping the sellers were open, and some of them were, so I found some beautiful old music paper and beautiful books and stuff that I brought back to Italy. I think I've already made journals in them and sold them. So another area with plastic pockets. Just some images that I liked. And here. So I'm hoping to finish this very soon. And then I added a envelope if I wanted to put things in. That's the old magazine from about 1900. And then the back is just decorated like that. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.